Hello, everybody. Indeed, welcome to Never Not Funny. My name is Jimmy Pardo. What happened? Are we not ready? We are not ready?
I'm fine.
Okay, you were speaking. Is that what it was? You were saying I'm ready, and then I jumped in. Anyhow, welcome to the program, episode 1312. I'm not going to lie to anybody. I'm under the weather today. It's one of those things where I think it's ping-ponging around my house a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, the son gets it, then the mother, then the father, then my son also, he's still got it a little bit. Ralph Malph, of course, he's still got it. We know that. Right? He's a funny guy. Even his old man thinks so. His old man's a dentist. And boy, they get a charge out of those chattering teeth. They really think that's a funny piece of business. And maybe as a child I did. I don't think it's funny today. Somebody comes in with chattering teeth. I don't see the humor. I don't understand it. It confuses me on every level. I mean, I don't like that I have to work for it. I don't like that the guy has to wind it up. Everything about the chattering teeth is a zero to me. But Ralph and his family, they liked it. They would sit around the dinner table, Thanksgiving, maybe a Christmas, maybe out at a picnic bench for a memorial or a Labor Day festivity. And they'd pull out those chattery teeth, and the whole family would just fall on the floor laughing. The Cunninghams would, of course, patronize them by fake laughing. And the Fonzarellis would be there. I assume this is in the later days when Arthur got married. And he would bring his family over there in their tiny little leather jackets, because there's no doubt in my mind that's how that family would do it. They would wear little tiny jackets, and they would say, what do you think, Fonz? Good hot dog? Hey! And they would do that. It would just be a real nice Milwaukee festivities around the holidays. Now listen, let's go around the room. I've lost steam on that bit. Lost interest. We are not wearing the same shirt. Let's be very clear.
We are wearing the same color shirt and same color pants.
We are. We're both wearing a
Khaki.
a camel-colored pant.
A chino.
A chino, which always makes me think of Chico. Mm-hmm. Always. Not once or
Not
twice.
the man?
No, I don't think of you, man, a lot. It's Jack Albertson. I saw him dance around in his pajamas with that Charlie, and they got some tickets to go see Wonka. Mm-hmm. They danced around like a couple of idiots, and maybe I never liked Jack Albertson after that.
Sure.
I liked him, and then that burping scene. I don't like that burping scene in Willy Wonka. It nauseated me.
Yeah, you don't like that.
I don't like that kind
any
of
emissions.
Humor. Right, any emissions.
You're a zero emissions person.
I go green. I go green in the environment and body.
Yeah.
And soul. Anyhow, let's go. We got a lot going on. Kumail Nanjiani is going to be here in a little bit.
Yeah.
Nope. Good go.
What?
Was laughing at something?
Oh, I thought you were actually saying you literally just looked at your phone and said, nope, he's not coming.
No, I was laughing at something. I was laughing at something that I cannot divulge, because it would prove me to be the bigoted, racist asshole that I may or may not be. We got these. What's that fella's name that joined my fantasy baseball? Ryan? Right? What's his name? Ryan?
This is on you, man.
How do I not know the guy's name that's in my fantasy baseball league?
It's not Ryan Budds, is it?
Doesn't everybody?
Nah, it's not Ryan Budds. That kid's from the south side of Chicago, though. He's friends with Leroy. You never hear about Leroy's family. You never hear about the other Browns. It's always just Leroy. You never hear about his father or mother crying after he got stabbed to death.
He was a loner.
But he still has family. He still has family. Somebody's got to go pick up that body.
Sister did pretty well on MTV.
You're talking about Downtown?
That's true.
Downtown Julie Brown.
Yeah.
Not the Julie Brown that sang about a homecoming queen having a gun.
Right.
I started humming that to myself the other day. Everybody run homecoming. And then Oliver said, what is that? And I was like, Jesus, how do I not explain what this is? How do I avoid
Just completely lie.
that it's not about a girl running through a school with a gun? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
As he was starting, and by the way, it was happening right as he was going into first grade. He was already a little nervous about new campus, new everything, first grade.
Yeah.
And here's Dummy. Everybody run. Homecoming queen's got, it's about a girl that comes to school, son, and shoots everybody up.
Yeah.
So have fun at the dance.
Prescient, that West Coast Julie Brown.
And everybody dance. That's not Downtown.
That's what I'm saying, that West Coast Julie Brown.
Oh, West Coast. I apologize. That's West Coast. I thought you said Downtown when you said West Coast. I'm going to apologize to you now and forever.
Fantastic.
Always and forever. Is that Atlantic Star? Who is that?
Oh, I don't know.
Always and forever. All right, the name of his team is the Catchers Win for Rye. So that is... all right, I don't have the time.
His name's Ryan.
It's Ryan.
Like Ryan?
Anyway, Ryan owns that card company. That's how we first learned of Ryan.
Right.
And Viceroy Card Company, and he sent us the newest batch, the P.T. Barnum Carnival cards, and these are terrific. So I I'm mentioning those.
These are unopened. Maybe we should give them away at some point.
Should we give these away?
Mint.
These are mint PT
Factory
but maybe he
seal.
wanted us to have them. One of them is
Because of your love of the freak show.
There's an uncut, handwritten letter and signature by P.T. Barnum in here.
What? Oh my God! Well,
All right, now I'm opening this.
I do want that.
Oh wait, no, pack odds. 1 in every 660. You think this is the one?
Let's find out.
You think this is the one?
This could be very exciting.
Here we go. This could be exciting. Or Garen cannot look. He literally looks like he's napping with his eyes open. Did he?
He was struggling to keep his eyelids up for that entire.
Okay, here we go.
Sentence.
I don't know how to. This has got. Okay, here we go. We're opening them up. We're opening these up.
Now, is there going to be a fake letter if we aren't one of the 1 in 660?
Okay, I don't know what's going on. Okay, here we go. This is something in.
Plastic.
Ooh,
Wait, what do we got here? Who's this autographed by? It looks like A.W. Barnum. What does that look like to you? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't scratch it like that. What's that look like to you?
It looks like ANPOU3.
Oh boy, it doesn't look like that. It looks like AWB to me.
It could be a.
What about BW3? You think it's a wing joint in there? You think it's a wing joint signature?
Yeah, maybe.
B-dubs, huh? All right, here's Barker. All right, here's the actual cards themselves. We got a Louise Hilton, we got a Dames, and we got the Barker. So I got to find the one other guy in the world that cares about these, and then trade.
I think this is one of the artists that contributed to the pack. I think that's what this is.
These are nice. These are they do a nice job. The Viceroy. All right, get that back to me.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Isn't that nice? These are really nice. Anyway, yeah. I mean, take a look at the card. That's a beautiful card.
Oh wow.
They're nice. And they're made of like a little metal.
It's like a tin collector
Yeah,
card.
that's nice. All right, thanks you, Ryan. And then we got the bear on the ball, and that's the 1 of 1 original artwork, premium art. Oh yeah, you're right. It is a premium artist sketch card.
Yeah.
Viceroy, and then it's AW. I'm going to say it's AW Barnum. I'm going to say it's him. I'm going to say it's Andy Barnum. Mm-hmm. PT's great nephew, right? I don't think he's I think he's a nephew I think he's in the family by marriage.
Probably.
Andy.
He married in, but got the name.
Yeah, but
He changed his name.
No. He would be a daughter, right? One of PT's sister had a daughter. Wait, how would a nephew be involved here?
It would have to be a brother or sister of P.T. Barnum.
Yeah, how would he get the name though? That's my flaw.
That's kind of what I was asking.
That's my flaw. Yeah, it's good. He's part of the family. We wish him luck. It's let's get back to the Browns. They're the ones having a tough time. Yeah. I gotta imagine right now somewhere there's a cemetery in the south side of Chicago with a body in it, and the parents never came to claim that body. Leroy's you're right. He's a loader.
It's a cold case.
That's a nice track right off of Sprezzatura. Mm-hmm. Right there, right at the end of Sprezzatura.
Yes.
I mentioned I do that whole Leroy Brown riff for it may have been the first time it happened.
Oh, really?
And that's right there. I'm talking about my CD, which for 4 days last week was number 1 on iTunes and number 1 on Amazon. Yeah. Now it's tumbling like a fucking rock. Now it's like a meteor coming down from space about to crash into a trailer park. Uh-huh. Well, but my point is this. That was done with 0 promotion. Mm-hmm. That was done.
Yeah, we sprung it on the world.
We sprung it. Mm-hmm. That was all Never Not Funny fans, Jimmy Pardo fans, and I mean this sincerely. Thank you, because we were up against people, Gabriel Iglesias, Jim Gaffigan, mm-hmm. Dave Foley, Doug Stanhope, some other folks that all released within the last week or that week.
Yeah,
and they were all featured on iTunes. They were all featured, and even in the new releases, which for some reason I was not.
Yeah.
We still climbed to number 1 for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, part of Friday.
Yeah.
And then that goddamn Gabriel Iglesias, his listeners finally got their money from outside of a Home Depot. Right? They finally went up and put some drywall. They got a ride to somebody's house and put up drywall. They got a couple of bucks and they were able to buy his CD. And yeah, is that funny? It is what I just said. If you're offended by it, you're wrong. And I'm serious. Because we know I don't mean that. If you're offended by that, I'm going to quote my own act. I'm going to quote, maybe not from Sprezzatura, but I will quote from Papa's Clown, Kill Yourself. Do it. Go outside, turn on your car, suck a muffler. If that didn't make you laugh, that riff about Home Depot and his Hispanic Spaniard following. Gabriel Iglesias. Now, for what I can understand, this one was recorded in Hawaii. Aloha, Fluffy. That's what it's called. Went to number 1 for about an hour. And then even his people returned it. They did not care for it.
I didn't know you could do returns on iTunes.
You know what? You got to jump through a lot of hoops, but they did it.
It was worth it.
It was worth it. I don't know anything about that guy.
You need to pay for my hard drive being scrubbed.
I was mad at everybody. I was mad at anybody that came close to taking me off the top spot. I was Prince, and they were We Are the World. That's it, in my opinion. That's what was happening there. To use that analogy back when I was at the record store, that comparison. I remember the day when it happened, baby, and maybe it wasn't even those 2 albums. But the point is, I do remember a day when something had the top spot, and then something else took over.
Now Prince was on We Are the World, wasn't he?
He had a track on there, yeah.
But he didn't. Was he not in the song "We Are the World"?
No, I don't. I think most of the people that were on the album were not a part of that.
Okay.
Chicago had a song on there. Huey Newton and the Lewis did.
Mm-hmm. Huey Lewis was on We Are the World.
He was?
Yeah.
That's confirmed?
Definitely remember.
But did he have a song? Will you look at the track listing on that, Garen? For the We Are the World album. Who do you got? Who's on that?
We have...
Whoa.
Give it a bit. That sounds good. He sounds the best of any of us.
Sounds crazy to me. Sounds echoey.
Talk, Aaron. You being quiet's not helping.
I'm pulling up the listing.
I'll do 2 things at once then.
Sounds like a weird cyborg.
Really? I can't...
Oh, it does. Yeah, it does.
Yeah. That's all right. At least we can hear you. Fucking robot.
You know what? Maybe that's why he was staring off. He was rebooting. Maybe he was booting up for the show.
I think that's why he's so quiet on the mic. He's like, I hope they don't find out that I'm a robot.
That I have no soul.
The secret's out.
All right, so go ahead. Give me the track. Let me see if I can name the song by the artist on We Are the World.
All right, hold on. I have to actually find it because this is not correct.
All right, look that up. In the meantime, we went to see Wizard of Oz last night.
At the IMAX 3D.
At the Pantages. No, we went to see the play.
Oh, okay.
Andrew Lloyd Webber's Wizard of Oz.
You're turning away from
They've added...
what's happening? I'm losing you. There you go.
They've added new songs in addition to the classics. Oliver loved it.
Cool.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
The new songs... And you know I'm a Lloyd Webber guy. That's hard to say. JC Superstar and Evita are phenomenal. Starlight Express stinks. Cats stinks. Phantom Act 1 is great. Masquerade on the beginning of Act 2 is decent. The rest of it's a snooze. I can't think of anything else that he's done.
Chess?
No, that's not Chess. That's Tim Rice and the 2 guys from ABBA were Chess. But Tim Rice wrote the lyrics on this. It was their collaboration. Andrew Lloyd Webber and Tim Rice wrote for this Wizard of Oz. It's too iconic, Wizard of Oz. You don't need to see it done, even if it's done well, and it was done well.
Yeah.
It's still... Scarecrow. Look, I come from the theater. You know, I was in it.
What?
You know, I love the theater. It's my first love, the floorboards.
Right.
But how do I say? However I say this is going to be offensive. Maybe not after that Gabe Iglesias riff, but I get it. There's an overwhelming amount of homosexuality in the theater. Right? Can we agree on that? Something we can agree on?
That is
a lot of gays in the theater.
That is the stereotype.
Right, that's the stereotype.
Yeah.
The Scarecrow shouldn't be gay. Like, I mean, it's
the Cowardly Lion's job.
Because that queer should be prancing around with his tail. My point is, because you're gonna compare it to Ray Bolger, right? You're gonna compare it to this iconic Ray Bolger. So for the Scarecrow to be swishing around was a little disconcerting. I think it was bad casting.
It was that blatant?
It was, yeah, and it was wrong. It just was wrong.
Was it just the performance, or was it written that way?
No, it was not written that way. No, they didn't add anything to it.
Okay.
They didn't.
They didn't put in.
They didn't make him. I don't get. Live your life, Scarecrow. You want to be gay? Be gay. I don't care. That's why we have new laws, right? Anybody can marry anybody now. But we all know, and Danielle learned this at the store, that once we let the gays marry, then what's next? We're going to let man marry animals? No, sir, that's not happening, you dumb fuck. It's going to lead to bestiality, is it? That's the next step? Is it? I'm asking you.
I don't know.
Because maybe that guy knows more than I do.
If scarecrows if scarecrows can be gay, then I think that does open a door.
Why couldn't they be? Right? They got that stick up their ass the entire time. Maybe they got comfortable with it.
What about the Cowardly Lion again?
What about the lion's got no stick?
Yeah, but he's an animal.
Is your mic on?
No.
I did not know.
Now it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you asking for? He sounded great with it off.
I don't know. This is bothering me.
At any rate,
Cowardly Lion.
He was okay. He seemed like a guy doing a Nathan Lane impression, though, quite frankly.
I'm just saying that there's your bestiality right there.
But nobody's marrying him. Nobody's banging him. What
don't
version
know that.
did you see?
But what I'm just we don't know what happened after Dorothy left Oz.
Yeah, she woke up from the dream. It's not real. You know that Oz isn't real, right?
It's not real.
No, it was a dream. It was all a dream. She woke up. And they were all there. And everybody that she knew was in that dream.
You know what? I probably had to go to bed before I saw that.
Oh, yeah, you missed the ending. Oh, that's very pinnacle. That's very pivotal.
Yeah, it was like a St. Elsewhere twist.
It was very similar to that. Very similar to that.
You know,
Right?
totally negates the entire thing you just saw.
Right? So, yeah, thanks for watching, dummies.
This was nothing. You shouldn't have watched it.
By the way, now that Breaking Bad is over, and no spoilers here because I know people are behind on DVRs and that sort of thing. People have lives. A couple of things I do want to discuss is Chris Hardwick's level of import when he started doing Talking Bad when it was over. He was acting like he did anybody see it? Anybody see the beginning of Talking Bad?
No.
Chris Hardwick opened that show as if he was Jim McKay in Munich. Right? Is that safe to say? Like, he literally had a terror tonight. That's not what he said because they're dead. They're gone. They're all gone. It's a fucking TV show, Hardwick. With just this import. Then it cuts over. There's Jimmy Kimmel with his toothy grin on a couch. Like, it was so ridiculous.
I did see him up there, and I was confused.
They're in a cemetery.
Yeah,
because they had a big. I can't imagine anything worse than being in a Breaking Bad party that big, watching.
people were. Yeah, there was a lot of chatter about, hey, is anyone having a viewing party? Nope.
No.
I'm watching it at home
I don't-
so
you
I
know
can
what?
watch it.
I've always grown tired of the Oscar viewing party. I want to watch
Yeah,
it.
you
If I'm
can't
going to watch
hear
it, you
anything.
can't hear anything. I don't need to hear your snarky fucking remarks. I don't need to hear you then commenting on, hey, look what Rob Delaney said on Twitter about this. It was different than what I said. Great. Great. Let me watch what I want to watch. You know what? Part of me still enjoys the Oscars. I don't need to be snarky about every goddamn thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's how I felt about Breaking Bad, but they're gone. They're all gone. That was Hardwick's Munich moment. He's going to send it out to try to get an Emmy. That one moment of.
I was very emotional about it ending. I can't fault him for that because all day yesterday I was like, oh man, like I was acting like some real thing was.
It was very exciting.
Like yeah,
It was Sopranos. It was Cheers. My wife laughed at me, but it was Dallas. I know that was a big deal back in the day. But it had that kind of excitement. And there's nothing wrong with that. Thank God we get excited about some things in this world.
yeah, it's great. To
This
have a thing
jaded world. It's great
Right.
to have something. You're right, Matt.
Thank you.
That said, I thought it was very, very good. Thought it was great. I know everybody's raving that it was perfect.
I think if
I'm
you,
going to give it a 9.9.
I think if you took that whole second part of the season as a whole, it's pretty fucking amazingly great.
I'm talking about last night.
I know, but the whole it's
It was better than Seinfeld's conclusion.
Oh, really?
It's better than that.
Better than the most famous dud of a
Dud.
finale ever.
It was better than that. It was better than John Pinette's turn. Poor John Pinette. He had to be thinking, I am the focal point of the biggest
I forgot it was him.
series ending of all time. Here we fucking go. I'm not going to get kicked out of buffets anymore. I can go down water slides now. It's a whole new world. And the reviews came out hated universally. Not one person was able to find a positive about that ending.
Yeah.
But this, I thought it was great. They dotted the T's.
Yeah.
They crossed the
I mean, if
I's.
what you're talking about is you kind of maybe it was not hard to guess how it was all gonna.
It had to
close
go
out.
one way.
It
So
had to happen
here's my
like
thing. There wasn't in the penultimate.
Yeah.
I still felt some tension. There was no tension here because you knew what has to go down.
It
was just like, how is it going to go down?
right, but I thought every scene, like the scene at the Schwartz's, we're not spoiling anything.
Spoilers. Yes,
People
you're
have
spoiling
seen it.
everything if you'd say they went over
If
to
you
the-
know who the Schwartzes are, you've seen this already. If you know what I'm talking
I
about.
saw the penultimate, baby. I know who the Schwartzes are.
I didn't remember that was their
And
name.
by the
from
way,
last
let's remind you, may the Schwartz be with you.
Obviously, I'm talking about.
Right, we're talking about
Yeah,
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs.
That's Schwantz, right? May the Schwantz be with you. What is it?
No,
it
it's
is Schwartz,
Yeah,
right?
it's Schwartz. I thought I don't know. The whole thing, my heart was racing. Even at the very end, I kind of expected what was. I wasn't thinking about it that way. It was more about being in that moment.
I love it. Listen, make no mistake. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. It was great to see. It was obviously I had to come down after seeing The Wizard of Oz live.
Sure.
Had to come down after that. By the way, we were up in the balcony. We had front row balcony for The Wizard of Oz. And
You still recommend that?
what's that?
You still recommend that as the prime seat, the front row balcony? You've talked about this before.
Oliver needs to get. Actually, it would have worked out fine if we would have gotten the booster seat sooner. But the bar was right in his eyes, and so we ended up moving back a little bit and more center, and we had beautiful seats. But in order to do that, so I said to the guy, "It's literally the thing started at 6:30. It was 6:33. Curtain had not started yet, and the overture had not begun." Went to the guy and said, "Hey, my son, we're in the front row. We can't see, but the back of the balcony was completely wide open. I think it was the last performance. I think it closed yesterday, and." Can we move? And he goes, yeah, follow me. And he marches us across the entire theater from stage left to stage right, all the way across to go get his boss to ask if it was okay. And the boss, even he didn't understand why this was happening. He thought I was creating a problem because, he's like, yeah, what's going on? What's going on? It's like, I go, I don't know. This guy's made this into a crisis. I go, there's the whole sector. There's 100 seats available.
Right.
We just want to move. He goes, yeah, go ahead and move. Yeah, great. And then I go, I don't know why that happened. And he just gave me a little nod, like we're good.
Yeah.
But it was like one of those like where everybody. So I look like the asshole. Everybody sees that this guy's marching us back and forth. And
right.
At any rate, Oliver loved it. He enjoyed the hell out of it. Some of the effects were fantastic. The tornado was neat and
cool.
Really enjoyable.
Right.
But at the same time, who gives a shit? Don't need to see the Wizard of Oz live.
Yeah. Ever since that other one, what's the
Wiz?
No, no, the big Broadway thing that's like the prequel. Wicked, yeah. That kind of.
Well, that thing stinks too.
Yeah,
I mean, that doesn't.
But
help.
everyone loves that. I assume that's why this other thing.
I think non-theater people love it. I don't think theater people like Wicked. And by the way, I'm curious. I want to talk to John Ross Bowie about this because I've not seen Book of Mormon. I want to ask John Ross Bowie because he's a theater guy. He gets it. Goes to see his company. Goes to see plays. Everybody I've heard rave about Book of Mormon, not necessarily theater people. They're people, you know what I mean?
It's theater for non-theater people.
Yeah, so what I'm curious, who knows? I might show up and love it.
Are you going?
Yeah, I'm going to go.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
I hope that scarecrow isn't in it.
I don't need that. I don't need to see that guy swishing his straw around.
Yeah.
I don't need to see that. I don't need to see him sucking stalks on Santa Monica Boulevard. Right?
Yeah, going down on a corn.
I don't need to, right? Exactly.
A corn?
Oh, but we saw Meatballs, too. Saw that. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Oh, I thought you meant Meatballs, too.
You ever saw Meatballs with Chris Makepeace?
Yeah.
We saw that. Oliver loved that, too, from the balcony. We moved. Very upset. Chris Makepeace himself brought us to the management to make sure we can move.
Good.
I wonder what he's up to today, Chris Makepeace. Some podcast is going to end up finding him and interviewing him. And you know what that podcast is going to be? Us. Garen, get on it. Get Chris Makepeace. I want to talk to him. He's got a lot. My Bodyguard, Meatballs. For some reason, he gets a credit and Kiss the Elder.
What's that?
They did a concept album called The Elder, and they it was horrible. It was a big failure, a big flop. But they acted like it was the Wall. Mm-hmm. They acted like it was that, and it would be a movie, and then it said starring so and so and Chris Makepeace. Like he had a credit in some movie that never was.
So maybe it was going to happen.
No way.
Okay.
There's no way.
When you said Kiss the Elder, I thought that was the whole title, but you're talking about the band Kiss. The album was called The Elder.
That's right. That's right.
Clearing that up.
Why did I bring that up?
Cloudy too. How was it?
But I brought it up for a reason.
How was it? Tell me.
It's good.
Okay.
It's good. It's a kids movie.
Yeah.
Oliver loved it. It's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
But they do. You brought it up. You said corn, and then it's
all the food is
alive. Food is alive, and one of them was Late Night with Cornyn O'Brien. Is that Cornyn? Was it Cornyn? Yeah.
I don't know.
And so it was corn with red hair. That was a very enjoyable. Got a nice track. Garen, give me the track listing for that. Then we're going to take a break. We're going to bring in Kumail Nanjiani.
You just want the song title?
Kumail. I want the artist, and I'm going to try to guess the song title.
Okay. Steve Perry.
Steve Perry. Captured it. Not captured in the moment. In the moment. At the moment. Something about a moment.
Yeah. If only for.
If only for the moment. Girl.
Pointer Sisters.
Pointer Sisters. You know what? I'm not going to be good at this. Go. What was theirs?
Just a little closer.
Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band.
That's a war. What is it good for?
That is not correct.
God. That's is it? What is it? No, it's the. I know what it is. It's the Peter Tosh tune. It's Yeah, it is. It's the Peter Tosh tune. Give it to me.
It appears to be a Jimmy Cliff tune.
Jimmy Cliff, rather. Damn it. It's Jimmy Cliff. Trapped. Oh, that's a great version, too.
Side 2.
Side 2. That was side 1. Because,
4 songs.
No, there's 5 songs because of We Are the World.
Yeah.
Northern Lights.
Northern Lights is the Canadian We Are the World doing their thing. Hey, we want to be noticed, too. We're not ignoring the problem. We're going to try to help feed people. Right? What's
Tears
that?
Are Not Enough.
That's right. Tears Are Not Enough.
Prince and the Revolution.
Yeah, they did have a song on there. As what song did they do?
Number 4, The Tears in Your Eyes.
Oh yeah, that's a good song. That's not bad.
I don't think I ever listened past track 1 on this whole thing.
These are all, truth be told, these are all throwaways. These are all things like that didn't make Purple Rain.
Right.
Chicago's Good for Nothing didn't make Chicago 17. Who's next?
Chicago was next. Then
Good for Nothing. And then
Richard
Tina Turner.
Marx song, by the way. Tina Turner.
I don't know.
Total Control.
Okay.
Kenny Rogers.
Oh boy, what was his?
A Little More Love.
And then that's it.
Huey Lewis and the News.
And what do they got?
Trouble in Paradise.
Oh, that's a good song.
At least half of those people were on We Are the World.
Yeah, I don't understand why I've been wrong. I was wrong about everything on that album. That thing.
But I think you're right. I don't think Prince was on We Are the World.
No, he was not. There's no way
That was a big deal because Michael Jackson was, and it was like they got a beef or something.
Is that true? They got trouble?
Not anymore. One of them's dead.
Oh, Prince is dead to me. You know that. Ever since he fucked me over on that Black album, whatever that was called, or that Batman soundtrack. That thing stunk too. Boy, did that stink.
Yeah.
All right, listen. That was a nice walk down memory lane. Turns out I don't know anything about that album. I talk a big game. I know a lot about music. I just proved I know nothing.
Well, that's okay to not know about that.
Is it? I think it is too.
Yes, it is.
All right, listen, we're going to take a break. We're going to be back. Kumail.
Kumail.
What am I saying? I'm
You're
trying to.
Kumail.
I'm saying Kumail and Kumail. I'm saying I'm putting it. I'm combining the two.
Let's ask him.
I don't want to talk to him. I'd rather not talk to him at all. I'm not comfortable with it. Kumail Nanjiani is here.
Kumail. I just said it.
Wait, what?
Like
It's like male,
female, and
Kumail.
that's not. I didn't mean to set you up that way, but yes, male, female, Kumail.
Kumail.
He's a third gender.
He's a third gen. Damn right he is. He's different than the rest of us. Kumail Nanjiani. The Nanjiani is probably the part that most people have trouble with, right? Kumail, no problem. Nanjiani. That flows off my tongue beautifully. I like saying it. I got no problem saying it. I'll say it over and over. Nanjiani.
Okay.
Right? You ever get the Nanjiani with a little pesto? On the side? What?
I don't know. It's only so much I can take.
What are you talking about?
Gabriel Iglesias thing.
How dare you? How dare you shine a fucking spotlight on these things? You laugh. That's what you're supposed to do.
I'm laughing and shaking my
Supposed
head.
to do. I got rid of PC Elwood. He's gone. Had to deal with that political nonsense last week.
Yeah.
Right? Had to have him in here waving that goddamn flag of his.
Well, he was walking and his pants were made of a flag.
Right? Well, I saw him cross his legs.
All
I got
that
distracted.
waving, yeah.
All right, listen. This is episode 13 to 12. Is that right?
Yeah.
Which is we're getting closer to 2112. We're getting very, very close to Rush.
I guess we technically are getting closer. It's still way far away.
Do you think we're going to make it? You think we're going to get to episode season 21?
Oh, boy.
How many years away would that be?
That's 4 years from now, I think. 8 seasons away.
Sounds about right.
4 years from now. But I don't know the answer to that. I don't know. Every day I wake up and think this is going to end because I want to pull the plug on it. The only reason I'm not is we got the lease in this new studio.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I'm not pulling the plug
Bills
on
to
this.
pay.
Right? And plus people seem to still like it.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Kumail Nanjiani right around the corner. We'll be back.
Don't forget, Never Not Funny is live at LA Podfest this weekend, October 5th, 6 p.m. at Le Meridien Delfina in Santa Monica. Go to lapodfest.com for more info and tickets.
Let's go. Let's be professionals. We're bringing it back. We're bringing it back.
I'm ready.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Never Not Funny. This is, and by the way, that was on the air?
Yes, sir.
What we just did? That little piece of business I did, that piece of humor there. But you hate it. You're having some coconut water.
I'm
This
thirsty.
it's courtesy of our friends over there, Purity Organic. I say over and over, they are not sponsors, but we do appreciate when they send us some juices and such. The juices are too sugary for me, but I do enjoy the coconut water. This is always a delicious and refreshing way to rejuvenate your body. It is fantastic. Whether you go with the mango or just the straight up coconut water, Purity Organic is the way to go and get it done right. What do you think of that acting? That wasn't too bad, right?
Great.
We all agree that was not bad acting?
And I was on record saying I don't like it, but I think I've had a change of heart because I really enjoy this too.
Do you really turn it around? Boy, but in fairness, you wince whenever you enjoy something.
Yeah,
that's why it's
that is how
I never know how to
express-
read you.
It's because of my troubled childhood. I actually look like I'm in pain when I'm actually happy.
Hang on, I'm getting a very important text message. Boy, oh boy, they took us up on that offer.
Okay.
They did not. They did not wait. They did not wait. No second.
Hesitated. Okay. No hesitation.
No hesitation. Fatal hesitation. Can anybody name the? Hey, Year of the Cat was Al Stewart. I never said who that was a couple weeks ago. Remember, I was thinking the Year of the Cat. Oh no, I was thinking Time Passages.
Right.
Time Passages. That's Al Stewart.
Okay.
And then last week was King of the Road. Remember that?
Right.
That's Roger Miller.
Okay.
Roger Miller.
Thought we'd solved that, but
No, we never did.
We talked about someone else, and then we never got back.
Right. We talked about Slim Whitman, which we did not do. Anyway, let's go around the room. Let's talk about who's here. And then... it does stink, right? This isn't good.
Maybe if you plug your nose.
No, it's not a... I'm stuffed up anyway,
Yeah.
baby. I'm also stuck up. I think I'm better than other people.
You are kind of a prick. Is that the same thing? No.
No, but I appreciate you talking about it. I appreciate your gut-wrenching honesty.
I think I was going to say prig, and then I just didn't.
I hope this fucking blows up in their face.
You're the one who offered it. No one knows what we're talking about.
I know.
So
Let's not even say.
let's do the show, maybe.
Let
Might
me
be the thing
respond to this.
We made this man come down and sit here.
Well, we're glad that he's here, man. Let me go around the room. Listen, he's here. He's already spoken more than he has in the history of the show. Because usually I have him bring over the computer and I'll read off the track listings, but he did a terrific job himself.
I think I fixed the robot. Let's see if we fixed it.
Hello.
Aha.
The robot?
No more robot. And I doubt anyone even heard it at home. But
Heard what? The original robot?
yeah, that was just for us.
All right, listen. The Pop Culture Beats, Garen, put your fucking phone down! Put it down!
I'm not on the show yet.
You're on. The
told me-
camera's on. You're on. When you're sitting in the booth,
So
you're on.
You can use the phone. I can't use the phone. I'm not on the show yet.
Look around
Introduce me, and then I'll be on the show.
Let's be very clear.
When you introduce me, I'm on the show. I'll be a total professional. Right now, I'm sitting here.
Look around.
Waiting
Do you
to be
see your
on the show.
photograph
No, I don't.
on every square inch of this room?
No, there is some. Oh, it's you. You're all over this place.
I like that character.
All right, go ahead, do your thing. The Pop Culture Beast, Garen Cockrell. Garen, did you go see any shows over the weekend? Anything we can look forward to over there at thepopculturebeast.com?
No.
Nothing. What's the latest review? Anything
We're
about...
doing a big Halloween event. We're reviewing a bunch of Scream Factory titles.
Okay.
That's about it.
All right. I signed, you'll be happy to know, I signed hundreds of CDs that have been mailed out of Sprezzatura. And I signed, 90% of them were signed, they're unique in signature. Mm-hmm. One of them, Garen, I wrote, Halloween 3 is not a bad movie. That was my signature in somebody's CD.
And accurate.
It's not bad. The problem it had was they called it a Halloween movie. If it wasn't, like, Halloween is one of the, if not the greatest horror movie ever made in that genre. Halloween 2 was okay. Wasn't as good, but not bad. Everybody went in with Halloween 3 high expectations. If it was just called Season of the Witch, I think it would people wouldn't have judged it so harshly, and it would have been done okay. Agree or disagree, Garrett?
I agree 100%.
Well, can I say something?
Yes.
It was, they were going to have a different every year there was going to be a Halloween, there was going to be a completely different horror movie, like an anthology. The first one was such a huge hit that the studio was like, the second one's got to be the same guy. He's like, all right, I'll do one more with that guy. Then I'm going to go on to the other stories. And then the third one was such a stinker. They were like, all right, now go back to that guy. So Mike Myers was supposed to only be in one. every year Halloween was going to be a whole different story.
Boy, oh boy, that's information I didn't have up until
I didn't
today.
know that
I
either.
appreciate that I have it from this nameless voice.
Yeah. I was just sitting there. You guys were mispronouncing my name, and I was like, oh, if only there was someone in the room who knew how to say it.
It was more fun to not refer to you. Now let's anyway. Welcome in, Garen.
Thank you, sir.
Doing a great job over here. We wish you a lot of luck at Pop Culture Beast, as we always do. From IDHD.com, Elliot Hochberg is here, wearing a very fluorescent
Shoe.
footgear, shoe and
sock.
shock.
Yeah.
Shock?
I finally found the matching socks.
Yeah, you shouldn't. I would wear those socks with any other shoe and that shoe with any other sock. The combo looks a little roller rinky to me. It looks a little
Well, that's why I wore
costumey.
That's why I wore dark gray. Everything else.
Yeah, you are a cloud.
I'm a cloud.
Yeah, you're a rain cloud, dude. You come in, fucking, here it comes.
And those shoes are the lightning.
Right? Coming down.
Oh, I like that.
And those, they do hit more than once. They'll hit the same place many times.
Do I need to show these, or do we care?
No, the last thing people need to see is your feet. Right? We know. We all get it.
Yeah.
Those are
fluorescent,
Adidas?
no.
Are they Adidas?
No, they're Nike.
Those are Nike.
Yes, sir.
He had to check. Didn't even know the brand of
I
those
forgot.
shoes.
What are you wearing currently?
New Balance.
But you're exclusively New Balance.
I'm
They sponsor
sponsored
your
by
feet.
yes. A long-term
I bought a
contract.
brand new. I'll tell you something. Kumail Nanjiani's here. Let me tell you something. I bought a brand new pair of roller skates, and a buddy of mine's got a brand new key. It's a song.
Okay.
I want to say Melanie. Want to say Melanie? You got a brand new pair of roller skates. I got a brand. I want to say it's Melanie.
Brand new key, she says.
Yeah, somebody's got a key.
That's a weird.
Might be a key. Maybe it's Kia. Maybe it's talking about the new car.
I would think key is more likely than key, but neither seem very likely.
You're too young to remember when roller skates had keys.
Oh, they had keys?
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
you put a key in to tighten them up.
Huh.
To come in to.
Is it like
your
a
foot.
sex metaphor?
No.
I've got a brand new key. You've got roller skates. I'll put my key in your roller skates, crank it a couple times, get it real tight. Not a sex metaphor?
real loose.
Yeah,
maybe.
it probably is, but I'm sad to say that at 47, that's the first time I've realized it is. I literally thought Melanie had some new skates and somebody else had the key.
Yeah, she's got
To this day, I wonder why did the key just come with the skates?
Yeah.
Nanjiani for the win. Anyway, I got some new Brooks running shoes. Ran 10 miles on Saturday.
10 miles?
Didn't hydrate enough, Kumail.
Oh boy.
The last mile was pretty. I was nauseated.
Do you run that much? That's crazy.
I'm training for a half marathon.
Oh, wow.
So that was the most I'm
So
up
you're
to.
almost there.
Yes. And I'll tell you something. If it was Saturday, would not have finished. I could not have done. Now, that said, when I do there's going to be water along the way.
Right.
Although when I literally, this is no joke.
Yeah.
The last mile, I couldn't even sweat anymore. I had no moisture in my body.
Ugh.
My lips were getting dry.
Did you put the tape on your nipples? Isn't
I
that
had, you know what I did? I had.
tassels?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, do it with flair, you know?
Right? Let them know. I'm
Make
coming,
it your
baby.
own.
Great
Do it
idea.
with flair, you son of a bitch. That's the funniest thing that's ever been said in this room. And that's with no hyperbole. And I've been in this room, and I've said a lot of funny things. I put Vaseline on there. Not enough. I'm going to have to go. They sell chafe bars, and you put, which might be a little thicker. Might have to go Band-Aid.
Can I ask you, why are you doing it?
Because I never thought it would. I never had an interest. Never thought I would do it. All of a sudden, I went. You know what? I enjoyed doing I did the
5K,
the Warrior Dash, which was a 5K, like a 4. It was a 4 mile. You go through obstacle course and get wet and that whole thing. I enjoyed that. Then I did a 5K. I enjoyed that. Then I did a 10K. Enjoyed that. And so then I
It's
went.
just the next step.
Yeah, I'm not enjoying it enough to then say marathon.
Are you getting a sense of satisfaction out of it? Like, do you feel like I'm becoming more of, actualized or whatever? Do you get that? Or is it just something to do?
I think it's a little bit of it. I'm getting a little something. I appreciate you asking me, putting my feet to the fire on this.
No, I'm just curious because I always, when people say running marathon, it's something that has never appealed to me. And I just have never really talked to anyone and been like, what are you getting out of it? Why are you doing it?
Again, it never, it never appealed to me.
Yeah.
Albeit it never repealed to me. It never, ever at all. I kind of, and because it never did, I'm kind of interested in doing it.
Yeah.
And we'll see how this half marathon goes. And maybe as of right now, Done.
This is the end of it.
Kind of looking forward to it being done.
Yeah.
I'll go back to running my usual 9 miles a day.
But if you stop right now,
What if I ran 9 miles a day, but then this 10 was the crazy one? Good. If I stop right now, what?
if you stop right now, never do the half marathon, that would be horrible.
It would be. I would feel like I
can't
let
do it.
myself down.
Okay.
Like today, I had no interest in running the 3 miles I was supposed to run. No interest at all. I'm under the weather, don't feel good. But it's like, you know what? I got to get out there and do it.
Yeah.
Did you feel better after you ran?
No, it's horrible. Big mistake.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. They say by the way, when you guys were ordering coconut water, I have never. It tastes like if water could go bad, and it tastes like shit,
Yes.
but it at least has a lot of calories in it. So,
Is that true?
No,
Yeah.
it's not that. It's not that high.
I mean, it's more than you would think for
90
water.
calories in here.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What? This shit's full of sugar. I
Yeah,
thought
it's
the
a
whole
lot
point-
of sugar.
Yeah, but it's coconut. It's natural
It's
sugar.
good sugar.
Yeah, it's the good sugar.
okay.
Still sugar.
Yeah, 50 calories. I mean, is that crazy?
But that's 2 times
it's
2.
100.
Bro.
Oh, okay. Well,
100
trust me, I'm not gonna.
calories.
I'm this like I'm not gonna get past this point because that's how bad it is.
But again, it's the good sugar. It's not. It's not a Snicker bar.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
No,
That shocked me though.
It's complex sugar. I know. I always like.
Damn, hang on.
There's a microphone.
I was just sitting there, by the way, watching you take down pillars of the comedy community. Seinfeld, Hardwick, Rob Delaney. What are you doing?
I didn't take them down.
Do you not want to work in this town?
No.
That should be clear by now.
What I said was, I don't need to hear what he's saying about the Oscars. I don't need to hear it third hand. I don't need to play
Yeah.
a game of telephone.
Yeah.
About Rob Delaney and the Oscars.
Yeah.
Seinfeld.
Hardwick.
Everyone agrees. The last Seinfeld was terrible. That's not a knock on the comedian.
Yeah.
It's more a knock on Larry David probably because he came back to do it. And
Yeah, but he's proven
It's tough. That's why I think Breaking Bad it's so hard to do. It's because it was satisfying and it
Yeah.
wasn't like it sort of went where you wanted it to go. And it is cool. You said that we're in this age of cynicism where it's more about what you don't like than what you like. Than to have something like Breaking Bad where most people are just genuinely engaged in it and very positive about it and are just on board. It's so great to see. It doesn't happen anymore. People, watch like what was like a horrible movie that was on like Lifetime or something, and everyone like watched it.
oh, like Sharknado.
Yeah, well, Sharknado was a little self-aware, but there was a movie.
The Casey Anthony with Rob Lowe, that one.
Yeah, that one was an
Was it Rob
example.
Lowe? Yeah.
Yeah. People just want to they become these big events of just snark and negativity.
Yes.
Yep.
It's so cool to have something be like a positive, like everyone loves it. And then I don't like it when people on Twitter are like, well, I never saw the appeal of Breaking Bad. Well, like, you know what? Don't tell me today. Next
Right.
week. Right now is our time. We're happy.
Yeah.
You come back later.
A comment on, I think over at Gawker, a guy wrote about why the ending was perfect. And some guy wrote, couldn't get past the first 2 episodes. I don't know why everybody loves this piece of shit.
Yeah.
5 years later,
Yeah, well,
aren't you fucking interesting?
Yeah.
Oh, you're great.
And
Yeah.
also, aren't you done bragging about that
Right.
by now? It's been 5 years.
That thing, people bragging about like, well, I didn't get into it. Well, then you're the idiot.
Yeah.
If you've seen 2 episodes, well, clearly you're an expert, and then tell me
Right.
about why the 5 years of one of the best TV shows ever made
Yes.
is shitty. Like
I do kind of. I did feel like it started kind of slow though. I remember watching the first couple and being like, I don't know, it's not.
I was hooked the second I saw
Really?
that first episode.
Me too.
It took me a
yeah.
little while. It took me like half that first.
I
season.
jumped on season 3, so I watched 1 and 2 together, and then 3, and I was hooked right away. Same with The Wire. Like people say that it takes a little bit. I really loved it from the first episode, and I didn't watch that until this year. Like I didn't watch any of that,
Yeah.
but yeah.
We should know this. We all hate The Wire.
Okay.
We're the one people.
This is a safe place for people who hate The Wire.
We hate it. We hate The Wire.
I hate it. Well, I was because I hadn't ever seen The Wire. And
By the
then
way,
people,
I'm only through season 1.
okay.
No spoilers.
And I love it.
Yeah. I hadn't ever seen The Wire, and people were like, "You've never seen The Wire?"
I know.
And then while I was watching The Wire, I was telling people I was watching The Wire, and they're like, "You're only just now watching The Wire?" And then I watched it, and they're like, "You only just watched The Wire?" I'm like, "What?
I did
do
it.
People want from me?"
Yeah, right.
I don't have a time machine. I can't give you what you want.
Yeah. Hey guys, Matt here with some dates for you. Kumail Nanjiani is at KumailN on Twitter. His podcast, The Indoor Kids, is on the Nerdist Network. It's a video game podcast. And his Comedy Central stand-up special, Beta Male, is on ccdirect.comedycentral.com. Go check it out. It's $5. Jimmy Pardo is going to be at Wise Guys in Salt Lake City, Utah. That's October 11th and 12th. And Zany's in Chicago, November 1st and 2nd. Enjoy.
To see this whole episode or for more great content with comedian Jimmy Pardo, head over to Pardcast.com. Don't forget to share, rate, and subscribe.